Welcome back to A-Rod Rambles About a Character, aka Character Origins. And this time we are talking about my boy Zard. Now, Charizard is special. As I talked about last video, Charizard, well, a certain character was more impactful than Mario and got me to where I actually am in Smash. And that character was Charizard. Now, I'll give you a little spiel. My friends started playing Smash after school, and I was like, "Oh, I want to join in." I picked a I need a character, and I didn't want to say I was Mario because he's just basic. He's Mario. He's the default, sort of, I guess. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll say Charizard because I like Charizard as a Pokemon because he's that big scary fire lizard. And I sucked when I used him. However, once I got used to grabbing and shielding and that kind of stuff, Charizard clicked with me. Yeah, he was the character I liked playing. I loved his moveset. I loved his sweet spots. I loved everything about him. Especially Flare Blitz. But yeah. So I started playing Smash again after my 1 year hiatus. And that was kind of because Charizard ignited that spark I had for it. Because, this was a character I wanted to actually get good with and learn. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to try to play this character. So I start playing, against CPUs because that's what I used to do to get myself to play. But then I grew a pair and I went on for glory. And you know what? I lost a lot of battles, but I won some too. And mostly those wins were with Charizard. Now, okay, so Charizard was essentially kind of like my go-to character, even like more than Mario. Because even if I was losing, I would still go Charizard. I would feel like, yeah, I think Charizard would be good here. Even if it was like Marth or something, that's something I didn't know how to fight, I would still use Charizard. Because he was just kind of what I really, really loved using. And I think I could have cheesed my way with a Flare Blitz or two. Not gonna lie, I was called a pesky Charizard for a reason. But yeah, I like Charizard, but I kind of thought, okay, spamming Flare Blitz is not exactly good. Let me see if there's like some sort of guide on this or whatever. So I go on the interwebs, and lo and behold, introspective. Yes, the Zard Walker himself, introspective. Now, not only he had me introduced to the most advanced piece of Zard tech I never thought I'd ever use, the Zard Walk, but he actually showed me how to play Charizard. I looked at his video. I learned the combos, or his one combo, I guess. I learned. I wasn't exactly too keen on using Bear for some reason, or some other moves. I would normally just use Fair and Up Air just because those were like the easiest ones to use. I would never go for Spikes because I wasn't confident off stage. However, Charizard was my base. He's where I really started like improving. Even with like Mario, like Charizard was more my introduction to the Smash community as a whole because it started off with me trying to play Charizard, then ended off with me liking this YouTuber. And then I watched his content. He was funny. And I just kind of went on from there. I see on other YouTubers. I saw that Smash was actually competitive. I was weirded out by that too because I hadn't played in like a year. And I'm like, oh, this is a competitive game? I mean, I know we're supposed to play it kind of like that, but I didn't think there was a whole scene. But yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. But then I learned, oh my gosh, these guys are insane. So I just went on from there. I learned my characters through joke videos or just through guides. And mostly through jokes. Like with Mario, for example, I would watch Alpha Rad sometimes, and I would see that it was just like forward aerial and up tilt and stuff like that. But you know what? That was helpful because it helped me get my Mario decent, I suppose. But really, I would say my Charizard would be my best character. However, Mario would be the character I would bring to a comp match because I thought Charizard was just horrible. I don't think, but right now my perspective on him has changed. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's top or high tier. I think he's mid tier. Just because he has the speed, he has the kill potential, he has all this kind of great stuff. I think he's a mid tier. I don't think he's like anything spectacular. He definitely has some things about him that are good. Kill power, has some speed. He has he has the weight to make him survivable. I feel like Charizard was just a kind of character that was balanced for me. I think he was just kind of fit my more general playstyle better, even though I think I'm still too aggressive. I feel like he kind of suits me, just because he's this big, heavy thing. He's this big, heavy powerhouse, essentially. Even more than DDD, and I love playing DDD, but Charizard was the first heavy I actually learned how to play decently. Man, it's been a wild ride with him, man. But yeah, I learned to stop spamming Flare Blitz. I learned the combos. I learned Zard tech. Yes, there is actually tech the Charizard. You see these platforms on Battlefield. If you shield them and time it right, you can actually do a double Flare Blitz and either shield break or catch them off guard, and punish them with Flare Blitz, which is always great. The Zard Walk, obviously. Very, very advanced tech. I mean, I'm surprised I can even do it. Not many people can Zard Walk, guys, and make it work. And also, I utilize his moves more now. I utilize Up B more than I ever have before. I try to actually kill with it now, which is... Sometimes I find it kind of weird, because I just hate this move with a passion. But I can understand it. I Flare Blitz I don't use nearly as much. I'll try to punish with it. However, it's kind of hard because it's very punishable. Rock Smash, I like Rock Smash because I feel like Rock Smash can be very good if you just get all the rock shards to connect, because you can get 30% with just that one move, and sometimes I wouldn't even able to follow up with an up smash, which I thought was just kind of insane. Like, oh my gosh, all that percent, dang, that is nasty. And Flamethrower, I've grown like such. I have such a respect for Flamethrower, man. Flamethrower is like is a great spacing tool. It's a great gimping tool. I can bait people out with it, like Game & Watch. It's just yeah. Like Charizard just works for me as a whole. I love his aerials. I love his smash attacks. Some of them are mediocre, but hey. Charizard has all this power behind him. He's a hard read character. He's a bait and punish. You kind of can't play stupidly aggressive. And he has a kill throw, man. He has like up throw, especially on Battlefield or placeable platforms. Up throw can be like devastating, and it can be scary. You can really mind game with that. Like Charizard as a whole can be a real mind game character, just because, oh my gosh, I gotta be careful here because I could be aggressive, but one slip up and I could either just take a lot of percent, or I'm gonna get killed early, because I've killed so stupidly early with Charizard, and even 0 to death with them, because he just has like that kind of potential to do like really devastating strings of attacks, which is honestly just kind of terrifying. Like, especially when people actually use him good, unlike me. You got Charizard, you got, I think it's Drakewaza. Intro definitely uses him good. He doesn't show up to tournaments, which sucks, but hey, what can you do? But yeah, I kind of owe everything to Charizard in Smash. He is what introduced me to the community. He is what got me good. However, it kind of pains me to say this, and I feel like I'm betraying him, or the character. I know it's just a bunch of pixels on a screen, but I like this game, and I kind of wanted to get good at it. I've made friends through it. I've more connected with people through it, because I got friends who are at school who I would rarely talk to, but we have this game in common, and I even have a little group at school where we just all kind of play Smash together, and it's fun. And heck, I even have friends who were in the Brawl days. Like, they don't even know about Smash 4, but they're just excited for Ultimate 2. We've been counting down the days for like a good long while. But it just, I'm sorry, but I'm dropping it, Charizard. And no, I'm not following up with I'm mainly Pokemon trainer joke. No, I'm just dropping Charizard. I don't hate him. It's just the problem is that Pokemon trainer is the problem. The fact that I can't have Rock Smash anymore, or I can't solo Charizard effectively, because now he's an even weaker character. I feel like Rock Smash at least gave him something to tank through attacks with. Rock Smash has saved my butt so many times. And I know that, and I have no doubt that Pokemon Trainer is going to be top tier, because he has so many playstyles, and you can switch mid-combo, mid-air now. Like, that is insane. However, I don't care for the other Pokemon, so why would I use that? Charizard is just not going to be fun for me anymore. I'm going to feel way too gimped. And no, I'm not even going to give him a try with the new mechanics. Unless he gets like some major buffs, I'm not going to use him. I'm not going to bother with him. And there's also still the switching on death. I find that just extremely... I understand. Pokemon Trainer is a very charming concept on paper. However, when you're talking to a guy who plays Charizard only and really couldn't care less for Squirtle or Bulbasaur lines, it seems unappealing. Because, like, Charizard did nothing. I know that Charizard did get buffed, sort of, because he's going to be a good character for once. Because he'll be connected to other characters that'll match his weaknesses. Well, cover his weaknesses, that is. But that's just not for me, man. Like, I joked about how I would main Ridley, but at this point I was like kind of hard set on doing it. However, Ridley does not click with me like Charizard does. From his gameplay, and from what I've seen, people are just saying to be low tier. And that really wouldn't bother me because Charizard was low tier in 4, even though I heavily disagree. But Ridley, he has like the falling dare, which I despise, because you have to really commit. Because Charizard, if you dare, you don't have to commit. You could just dare to try to get a spike out. If you miss the dare, if you sour spot it, then you know what? Big whoop. You can still get back on stage. Ridley, no, you have to read, a hard read, and you have to commit. And I know Charizard's a hard read character, however, that's just kind of not for me. Like, that's why I'm kind of drawn away from some characters like that. And his up B is just a tragedy. I mean, I hate Charizard's up B, but it's better than Ridley's, because Ridley's up B just sucks. And Ridley's even bigger than Charizard, so he's already going to have trouble getting juggled and stuff. Which is really disappointing, because I was hoping Ridley would just be the thing that would help me in Ultimate, but honestly, it's looking bleak, man. I mean, I have K. Rool. I have K. Rool to look forward to. He looks awesome, man. He's got so much armor, he's fast. And I still have Mario, Doc, and DDD. But nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to fill in the hole that Charizard has. Nothing's going to ever impact me like Charizard has. Like, forever, I will always be grateful for this character. However, I'm sorry, man. You're officially dropped. Well, you're going to be dropped on the 7th. It's been a good run, man. Charizard, alright? I thank you for everything. I hope I didn't take you for granted. I hope I used you somewhat decently. And yeah, it's kind of my send-off for this character. I wish I could give you at least a proper goodbye. Well, that's it, I suppose. Next up, I'll either do a combination video of DDD and Doc. I might do that. But like, it's not that I don't love Doc or DDD, because I like both characters. The problem is that I don't think they're deserving of their own videos just because it's DDD and Dr. Mario. They were not as impactful. DDD, he just came out of nowhere. But you know what? I'll go more in depth into that next video. Anyways, see ya.